Hey, Troy, appreciate you coming in. Links up here if you want to come on up. I hope you got your chair fixed and everything went well and smooth. I got almost 200K on the trucking game. Ain't really had time to do a whole lot of plans. Just don't feel like it when I come in. I was out there this morning. Didn't feel like doing it, but I did. Welcome in, Big Mike, Brother Brian. I seen something today. It was something called Snucksters from Huggies or something like that. I figured you could pass some out. Kelly, little brother, welcome in. Anybody want to come up? Links up there. Yeah, Big Mike, I fixed some chili and didn't have the peppers to go in. It didn't taste like that. We're down trying to wake up. And I heard you was out fishing until 3 a.m. this morning. Then you was in there with John working. Hey, Brandon, welcome in. Chicken feed as well. I just turned off since I didn't feel like doing much outside. I barely can walk anyway. Hurts bad. My legs just tired. Made about 4 pounds of beans. I'm gonna freeze them. If I get done early enough tomorrow, I'll make 4 more pounds and well, 2 more and freeze them too. Up in the air, what's going on? Uh-oh. Troy got something for Brian on the next live. Look out. Brandon, that's a good way to get booted. Hey, old boy, how you doing, buddy? Hope everything's going well, bud. I bet he got a wrestler. It looks just like Brian Bean got a catfish on his shirt. On the back of his tights, it says Dink. But it's really hard to say what Troy's got up his sleeve for you, Brian. I know this coming week's going to be very busy. I got about 20 tomato plants to put in and 12 rose moss flowers to drop in some dirt. Not counting all the other crap I got to do. But I'll chip at it. I'll get there some way. I mean, I could go in there and just whip Chrissy out, do her switch. I see she can hear when she wants to. Yeah, I made some chili with pinto beans on it the other day, and after the night, I'm gonna freeze it too. Small water, welcome in, brother. Hope everything's going good. Yeah, I just been gonna start collecting on that 1,000 subscriber thing. Get ready to start buying this and that and the other to put in for giveaways. I gotta find some guys that's into NASCAR and stuff. I got a few NASCAR things I'm gonna sell. Some baseball cards. Got some roofing equipment. tires, tools, you name it. I probably got it. I just ain't went through it. Got a steamer in there. It works pretty good. It's kind of neat. It removes stickers pretty good too. I heard that on pressure washing. I gotta do that too as soon as I get the porch straightened around there and get the canopy put up. But everything's got to get done before I can get to that. There's a few things. Maybe next week I can get to that point. This rain's holding me up from tilling up the yard, so that kind of stops me on a few things. Watched a video today on how to get starts off of an apple tree or a pear tree or a peach tree. It's pretty cool. I've got root toner and stuff to do it with. I'm gonna give it a try. What am I gonna be out? A few branches off a tree and a little bit of root toner, some dirt. Get them started, might be a little something I can do around here with it. I've been wanting a couple more peach trees. And I always sell the peaches or can them up. They taste awful good in the wintertime. Got 9 wonderful people in here. Yeah, Troy knows what I'm talking about. You're making cobblers with. Goes good with ice cream too, man. Put you a little bit of that on top of it. This year I might try to, if the trees do good, I might try to make some peach preserves. See how good they are. I ain't never had a real fresh orange. Everything I've ever got was out of the store. I like the ones with the big thick holes. That way they're easy to peel. Lemons, I like lemons. Limes, I don't care a whole lot about. Mangoes, I don't like. But I'm an orange nut. And a little bag of well, clementines or whatever you call them. They last about 3 days here. Oh no, they ain't nothing about it. I'd love to have me an orange tree, but where I live at, it won't do nothing. Neither will a lemon, I don't think. The climate ain't quite right. Be nice to have a start or two off them. See if I could grow them, but I know it would be a waste of time without some heat like you guys got down there. Seen people growing banana trees, whether they get anything on it or not, I don't know. We got Granny Smith, and there's like 4 other trees out here. I don't even know what they are. I planted 2 out back. I didn't care what they was either, as long as they had decent apples on them. I didn't plant them eating. I just put them out there for deer. Hey, crazy hillbilly, got to have some bait somehow. Now them little itty bitty bananas, I'll tell you what. When I worked for Del Monte, that was a real good seller. Everybody that got them off of me, they said they was a little stronger flavor, but they was great. They wanted more. I couldn't get them. I only get them when they get them in. Oh, Brandon, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try it. If it works, buddy, you're more than welcome to. We meet up somewhere or something sometime. I'll see if I can have you start. I'll hook you up. I got some pear trees out back. I'm trying to keep them pruned up. They had like 8 pears on them. They're only like 2 or 3 years old. I made a mistake and let my peach tree get a little out of hand, and I lost a lot of limbs. I might be in trouble with that this year. I didn't get a chance to prune it either. But I know the deer liked them when they hit the ground out there. They disappeared overnight for some reason. That you gotta watch out. There's any sign up there. Watch out for the oranges. That'd be one way to get you some. Like I said, I love oranges, man. I like grapefruit too, but the medication I'm on won't let me have it. And I ain't supposed to be in the sun either, but I do anyway. I just don't know what the medication would do about the grapefruit. I love grapefruit juice. That ruby red. But like I said, anything that you can go out and pull off a tree is a lot better than what you buy in the store. Yeah, they got one up going towards Columbus and South Bloomfield. They sell a lot. Thank you, Buck. Welcome in. Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? Still raining down your way? I know it quit up here. I was in the garage. It's supposed to rain all day, but I got out there. I was going to do something, but it's just enough rain to keep you from going out in it. And the way wood prices are, I can't afford to mess up what wood I got. I said, well, I'll just paint this crap, with some deck stain. I'm going to cover it up anyway if I use it. It's probably on its way here. I priced the deck stain I used to get for $10 a gallon last year. It's 23 something now. I was like, wow. Hey, Keith, welcome in. I couldn't believe how high it got. And that's for the cheap stuff. I mean, you have to paint it about once every 2 years anyway. So why you need $50 a gallon paint? Yeah, it's at Walmart stuff, Jimmy. That red stain. I pulled it up on the phone. I seen some that said, what was it, something like $12 a gallon or $12. I clicked on it. It was for a quart. I was like, ain't no way. I could probably get some if I go over here to this one place, but I don't want to drive 30 minutes away. And it might be froze. But when I do the porches, I'm going to have probably good 3 gallon easy. I mean, that's something I have to have for it. The box on the trailer, I can dismantle it. That's probably what I'll do anyway until I get ready to build deer blind or something or whatever. added in on it. I know I cut some of my 10-footers that went to my boat, but I have to have it now. I have to use what you got and pick it back up later, I guess. Got a nice walnut tree out here. Wishing that somebody that would that's into making knife handles and stuff like that with walnut, or makes little things, you know. 'Cause it ain't a real big tree. It's tall, but it's got a lot of branches. I'm thinking about doing away with it. Hey, Bob Gaines. Welcome in. I should go in and make a pan cornbread. I should do. Man, it would be good. I thought I watched all of Van Damme movies, but I don't guess I did. Hard Target. I thought I don't watch that. I still got a few hours yet. Gotta keep tracking them as I forgot one day and dozed off and didn't take my medicine until like 10 o'clock at night. That really messed me up. Your neighbor's dog cutting up. I know he's either just pulled in the driveway or he's outside. He's getting hungry or wants to go hunting. I'm gonna try to build a lean-to off the side of the garage so I can put the boat under. That's gonna cost a little chunk of change. I said, I don't know how we can fix that. I got online, looked up PVC. Yeah, that ain't gonna work either. If I'm gonna pay that much for plastic, I'm gonna go wood and metal. But the PVC, I was just gonna set it on top of the boat and make an archway, 45-degree angle with 2-inch pipe. Shoot, time I get it home, I have $300 or $400 tied up in it. 10-foot piece of pipe now is what I say it was, Chris, 17 something on a stick. But I can't wait to get it back out and get it on a lake. I ain't gonna put it in Ohio River. If I do, I'll have to call J-Lo to come and get me. 10-horse motor, it's not a place to be. Got 15 great people in here. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you all wondered what the SSC stood for in the title, right here it is. See, Brian didn't know that. He probably wouldn't have come in. Get off screen and let me in there. Your Joel's in there. Hey, Mike Sampson, welcome in. You want to come in here? You're more welcome. No, what's funny is when I eat me a big bowl of them beans tonight and tell you it's getting cold and cover your little bitty head up. Now that's going to be funny. I'll take care of that cough for you about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I need to go back in there in the bedroom where the grandkids was and snatch my old pan. Well, my new pan. They hijacked it in here, left the legs, but took the pan. I got this big turbo pan here, 20-incher, big old monster thing. It's loud. I could put it at the back door. You can feel it at the other end of the house, and it's 70 feet long. But it's a good fan. Hyper Tough is the name of it. Probably guys probably turn that on, take the covers off of it, and throw a head of lettuce through there, probably chop it up. But yeah, when we was down on the river with Roger, I was going to try some of that crab meat and didn't. That's okay. I got it in there. It's 2 days it's been thawed out. It should have a nice smell to it. The third day I thaw it out. It's coming. If I can get things worked out one day next week, I'll probably try to go, depending on the weather. When it's nice, I got to try to do what I can do. If I even feel like getting outside doing it. That's why I'm in the house now. Just ain't got the energy to do it. Brain tells you one thing, your body says something else. I guess it's kind of like being married. When she's asleep and tired, she'll tell you one thing, but when she's actually awake, it'll be something else. Since she had COVID, she forgets. She don't remember telling me I could go get a new boat and truck, all matching and all that, you know. She don't even remember that. See? She's saying I'm the one who lost my mind. She's the one that's forgetting. That's pretty bad. Dog all stretched out. I give her a deer antler. She ain't left that thing alone. She's been gnawing on it for a good week now. Noisiest thing I ever done, man, was give it to her. She scoots it across the floor. Acts like a cat playing with a ball or something. A little kid with a new toy. But that'll do her good, though. In case she's out there and her coyotes come off the hill, she'll be able to protect herself a little bit. Hey, Jody, welcome in, sis. How'd you fare out today on the tournament? I didn't get to watch it. I was in the garage. I need to get a way to get the internet out there and go back and go live when I'm out there. They're talking $10 or $15 extra on the month, and it might not even work. Guy down there next door has got a booster. He said it was a joke. I guess it's where it's made out of metal that it not working right. 28 skip. Cool. Well, at least you got bait for a little bit. I know when we went to Tennessee, if I lived a little closer, I would have made a big pan of Mexican cornbread, and spicing the chili up a little more. It would have been pretty good. NJ, little brother, how's it going? I know it wasn't me. Hey, Uncle Lou, welcome in, buddy. I seen that chicken on Facebook, man. I sure hope they don't use no more of those. Not a whole lot, NJ. Just pretty much tired, bud. Body tired. I'd be out in the garage right now. I'd say I'd rest tomorrow, but I know I'd be telling a lie because I'd be out there trying to do something. Oh, I'm not going to eat no chicken that look like that. Really? That's great. Be nice if you could get set up on that. I wish you luck. Oh my goodness, looky here. Hello, Troy.
Well, I've been sitting back here for the last 5 minutes looking for that sexy senior citizen, and I even took a screenshot that didn't help much.
You've been talking to Chris, ain't you? Is that my moo moo?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That looked good.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, really. Things didn't go as planned with the family home. But we're working on it. All we want to do. Oh, okay. That'll work. I hope you get set up and be able to run a decent little business here. Get you a little side change, you know. So what you been into, Troy?
Man, I've been I don't know if you know this, I've been in the bed like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I know. I heard you had problems with the chair.
Yeah, I still ain't got it fixed. I ordered a manual wheelchair, a reclining back manual wheelchair off Amazon, so I could at least get out of the bed and, get in here in front of the computer and watch TV. So I've been in it probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours today. It's relatively comfortable, so at least I'm out of the bed.
Yeah. I took that one little scooter down the ramp today. I got to fix the bottom of that ramp. I felt my spine get jolted clear up to my neck. It hit hard.
Well, it's just a broken bolt, and they got to get the parts, but I think they could have done a little more than they've done, but I'll deal with that after I get it fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
After I get it fixed, I'll deal with that in a diplomatic way while I've got the upper hand to deal with it.
Yeah. Martin, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah. I run across a guy in Columbus that sells scooters and chairs and stuff. And for what he sells them for and all that, you can't really go wrong. I mean, I bought a real nice one off of him for $600, and it's about 2 months old. Never been outside.
Well, it's just a broken bolt. I think they could have done a little bit more to get me going, but
they could have went and bought a bolt, probably.
Of course, they could have, or took one out of the shop, or took one off an old broken down chair or something. But anyway, they didn't make too much of an effort. Like I said, I'll deal with that after it's over with.
Oh yeah, they got spare parts laying around like that.
They got a boss, so.
Yeah, Chrissy said they used to do her client the same way.
Yeah, it's just it's a mess. But I've been through it before.
Oh yeah, they want to mess with the little guy. That's the way it is.
Yeah, well.
Insurance, they said, won't cover it if they put used parts on it. You bought a new one, Jimmy? That's cool. Yeah, this one here, The guy don't even seem like he lied about it. I mean, them tires ain't even got a scratch on it. And he said she never even took it out of the house. But he sells parts and scooters and chairs and stuff up there. I'm glad I went up there.
Well, I really needed to get a manual chair anyway because we didn't have I didn't have one chair, and if something happens, I mean I can get up and down in my chair, but it's not safe for me to sit in because that other bolt breaks. Guess what? Fat boy falls on the floor.
Yep.
So I needed to get a manual chair anyway. I told my wife for emergency, we need one anyway. I could have rented one for $150 a week. I bought this one brand new off Amazon for $230, and it's well built. It's supposed to be for a man that weighs 300 pounds. I don't weigh quite that, but I ain't too far from it either. So it'll work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cheaper to buy than to rent. It really is.
Yeah, like I
if
said,
you can do it.
We need it in case of emergency. Really, it was needed.
Yep. Well, Jimmy, I hope everything goes good, bud. I'm going to try to get in to see mine to see what he can do to patch me up until winter. I mean, if I rest it up, I'm good to go for a little while, and then it starts bothering me again.
Chair come yesterday, and I got set up last night for a little while and watched Jody fish. And laying in the bed kills. It's hard to lay. I'm not used to laying in the bed all the time. I go to bed at night. I get up in the morning, and I'm up all day. That laying in the bed is tough.
Yeah, I get to hurt, and I have to go in there and lay down.
My shoulders and back and everything's hurting me. I told my wife, I said, if I don't get out of this bed, it's going to put me in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She said, I hate to tell you this, honey, but you're already in one.
You told her you thought that was a Cadillac?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of those sitting out there too. I need to check out. It does run. That's about all I know about it. I got to check the brake fluid in it and then cross my fingers, have everything moved out of the way in case when I do put it in gear, something crazy might happen, and I'll have a nice shot clear down to the creek.
We usually get up about 7:30 every morning, and I don't lay down to midnight, so I'm not used to being in the bed a whole lot.
Yeah, I go to bed whenever I get a chance. If I'm hurting, I'll be in there right now probably stressed out watching TV, and I know when I'm out here doing things, if I sit too long, I'll just write it off as a lost cause and come in the house because I'll be too stiff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really didn't feel like going out today, but I did accomplish two small walls for the trailer, and the way I'm building it, I'm trying to be able to take it apart and use the wood somewhere else. It took me a little while to figure out how I can do it, but I have some pieces here and there that's going to help.
I'm glad that chair decided to break when I got home. I was out fishing earlier that day.
Oh.
I was on the bank out there at the lake catfishing.
That'd be a heck of a place to end up on the ground at.
Well, I didn't fall, but it sure been hard to get it loaded in that van if it had broke out there fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on a ramp to be able to put on the boat to where I can get a scooter or wheelchair on there. If there's a veteran or me or Chris who needs to be wheeled up on one, Hopefully I can get that done.
I got another place over where I'm going to go fishing at and get the wheelchair fixed. I can go over and take some jigs and bass rod and fish for crappie and bass over there at that little old city park. They got a nice little old lake built over, and they got it stocked.
Yeah.
I seen a guy catch fish out there, 12, 13-inch crappies.
Well,
Big crappies.
they got one up in Columbus, but you got to throw everything back that you catch.
Well, I ain't gonna clean them no way, Ernie.
Yeah, well, I know there's people up there that's taking anyway, so.
My wife ain't gonna clean no fish, and she ain't gonna let me have no fillet knife. 25 years ago, I probably could have filleted a fish. I doubt it now.
I bet it is, Jimmy. I tell you what. Oh man, before I ended up on a sleep apnea machine, my best sleep was in a chair. I lay down, I don't sleep worth the crap. Now I'm on that CPAP machine, BiPAP, whatever you want to call it. I can't sit in a chair and sleep because if it does, it pops your ears from the air pressure. You try rubbing some horse liniment on that, Jimmy? Or some, what's that stuff called? BAN? ALG? ALG. BANALG. It's a green bottle of stuff you can buy at Walmart. It used to be prescription, but now you can buy it over the counter. She uses that and horse liniment. I rub some of it on my knees too once in a while. After I do that a couple of days, man, I get this craving for oats.
Look like a mule eating corn.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. I got some stuff that I use in a red tube. I get washed arthritis cream. It helps. I mean, it ain't no miracle drug, but it helps.
Yeah.
I have to use it sometime. And sometimes I need it and I put it on there and it works good. And if without it, sometimes I couldn't probably sleep.
Yeah, I'll put some of that horse liniment on me, man. I come in. Wasn't thinking about having my pores opened. I slapped a little drop of that on a glove and rubbed back here. Oh my God. I forgot all about the pain. I was on fire.
Yes,
when my pores was open, it went straight in.
It gets hot. Sure does. I got to tell you, Ernie, we've got to the age now, time we get medicated up in the morning, it's time to go back to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate taking medications. I've got about 4 more hours and I got to take my evening meds. My water pills is so strong, I'm starting to turn into a prune. I've been playing that game off and on when I get a chance.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
The trucking game. I got almost 200K on it.
Good Lord, I hadn't played the game in a week. I've been in that bed. I couldn't play in there. And I was going to play one day and decided, well, I just want to watch the TVs up here on the wall. And I got baseball going, and then I had another police stream going, and then you come on. I said, well, I'm going to go up on Ernie. Wow.
Yeah, you're more welcome anytime. You know that. Yeah, I'll probably use some of that horse liniment here in a little bit. Might fix me a little salad. Nah, I ain't gonna mess with it. I'll just grab me a couple pickles and go in there and watch TV. Sound like a decent dinner. I done ate a salad for lunch. Yeah, I gotta try to Help Chrissy get a store order together.
A what?
A store order so she can call it in.
Yeah, I ordered groceries yesterday on the computer.
Yeah, I'm going to need, I think, another jar of pickles and some mayo and something else. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, taco sauce.
That doggone order of them groceries is high.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, really, Colleen and I go to the store and we get loaded up in the van and we do all that. She does all that walking and shopping and carrying them in. And putting them up. You know, she ain't no spring chicken herself. She's give out time all that's over with too. A lot of
Uh-huh.
times it's just easier to order the doggone things.
Yeah, we order it and go pick it up.
Yeah.
And time we hit like 2 or 3 stores, it's about lunchtime, so we'll stop and grab lunch and then come home. And I unload it, and boy puts it away.
And you give out time it's over with.
Pretty much.
Yeah, she works, Monday through Friday, so she don't want to spend all weekend at the doggone grocery store, and I can understand that. So I get on the computer. That's my weekly job is to order the groceries.
Yeah, it used to be mayonnaise was like a little over $1 a jar. Now it's, good Lord, almost $5 a jar now.
Tell me about it, Ernie. Tell me about it. You can't even hardly afford to buy bacon anymore. It's a crying shame. And if you buy cheaper bacon, they cut it so thin you can see through it.
Well, up here, every once in a while, they'll have bacon over here, 10 pound for $30. And it's not too bad of bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't paper thin. I mean, sometimes you'll get several pieces in it, it shrinks up. You'll have a 6-inch piece. Time you get done, it's like 3. But that's all
Well,
right.
we wanted to have pancakes and eggs one night for dinner, and I ordered some bacon. I didn't want to order too much. And I ordered a package of Oscar Mayer bacon. That stuff ain't got no taste.
No, it's hard to find real good bacon
It
anymore.
is. It is. Unless we usually buy the right, but it's a doggone expensive to buy that now.
Yeah, I was going to stop over one day. We went by a house. I seen some bacon seeds out there. I was going to stop and see if he wanted to sell them. He'd probably tell me to get off his property. That's what he would probably tell me. But just to see the expression on his face when I asked him if he wanted to sell his bacon seeds would be plenty. It would have been worse getting chewed out. And Chrissy's uncle's wanting me to get set up in bees. He's willing to give me some more bees to try to get something going up here. But I got a bee suit. It's kind of hard to find a bee suit to fit big guys.
Then you got to be able to get the doggone thing on too, Ernie.
I can get it on, but it ain't fitting me in the height. And the only way I know to do that is cut it in half, sew it up, and go over at Joanne Fabrics and find me that type of material or something close to it and make like a patch piece and make a belt out of it. Getting ready for a cooking show. Oh, Lord, look out. Kelly's cooking.
God help us.
Where's Jody at? I bet that's his co-host. I'm making Monday. We're supposed to do a little work. I'm gonna make some garlic parmesan chicken wings, bone in, and take them
Yeah,
up. Let the guys try them. Some of them ain't never had it.
we bought an air fryer. I sure like it. It works good.
Yeah, Chrissy's got one over there, a real small one. Oh, really? Cool deal. That Mr. Mike out there, huh? With that Kevin guy, I wouldn't let him cook for me. He might give you food poison or something like that. I heard he dealt with the gas stations. So,
Who?
huh?
Who?
K&B Anglers. Yeah, I think he's got.
Oh, K&B. Yeah. Well, who's that other guy that's on there with him all the time? I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
That
I
little
seen him
fella.
in Walmart a couple times down south,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he wasn't there very long. He in and out like a rabbit.
I'll get a phone call about that later. I'll see how it goes. Be sitting in this wheelchair this weekend. I may try to
Okay.
do my schedule. I may do my live on Tuesday if I can feel like I can sit in and do it. I can do it right here like this. If not, they'll have to wait till I get back. I know everybody's just disappointed because I didn't do it live this week.
Oh, they understand. Welcome in, Connors. Heard that on the giveaway.
Plus
What are
the
you giving away?
giveaway.
Mike Chavez is cooking, probably. That would be a treat. Can be.
Is that today, Kelly, or is that Tuesday?
She didn't hear the dog bark. Didn't even get an ear raise off of it.
Chrissy's asking you a question, Ernie, or somebody.
I don't know.
She's probably won't know where that sexy senior citizen's at.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
I want to tell you, you ain't seen a wreck. It's about to happen.
Oh, well.
Stan ain't got nothing on me. I went around a truck.
Oh, James, baby, how are you?
And yeah, I was doing about 90 mile an hour. I went around the next curve and there was one in the way. I couldn't go nowhere. I creamed him.
It happens.
Yeah, I had to call a tow truck.
It happens.
What's this thing about something about light offense, headlight offense, or something like that? If you got them on, you get a ticket. Or if you got them off, you get a ticket.
Well, you got to turn them off and on at the right time of the day, and then I probably bright light people. I turn all that off. I
Oh,
get so
okay.
many doggone tickets.
I don't mind tickets. This makes it more interesting. I'm gonna let Chrissy try it once, see what she thinks.
Hey, have you seen me play that police game yet?
Yeah, I've been watching you.
God, that is wild.
I seen you up there frisking people, spraying them with mace and hitting them with the taser.
You see me chase that trash truck the other day?
No, I had Jackie.
Oh, God, that's a mess.
Yeah, I've got so much stuff I got to go through, Troy. I'll be next year unless I can take it all to the auction. But I did find me a old 33 with a trigger on it. I don't know what else is out there. I got to look at.
Oh, what?
Old 33. It's got a trigger on it as a cast button.
Oh.
That is wild.
Do you like them?
If I got it working, I probably wouldn't use it. I'd probably hang it on the wall.
What about the new model? Do you like the new model 33?
Yeah, they are all right. Yeah, I
You
like
just
the
start
older
slowing
ones
down.
better. I like the older ones better. They withstand more. These newer ones is made out of plastic,
Yeah.
but they're good little reels. I use them for bait fishing. I got a. I was told it was a fly rod. It has no way of tightening up on the reel. It's got round, look like brass sleeves that slide up and down on it. Somebody said it was a fly rod, which it probably is. But I don't fly fish. It's a little one. It ain't. I'd probably say it looked like more like an ice pole. It couldn't be over 5 foot tall.
I don't think I own a reel that's not a Zebco.
I've got. I'm Garcia and Zebco, but I
I
got
got it.
mine.
I got everything from 202s to 808s.
Her uncle picked these up, brought them up to me. I've got about 4 or 5 of those little reels. I got to find some 2-inch shrink tape somewhere. I need about do what? Yeah. Um, I got to find some 2-inch shrink tape for a rod that I'm wrapping the handles in. Jimmy James Bailey. Hope everything's going good your way, buddy. I'm going to try to win. I think he's the one that's doing that giveaway for the hunting. I'm going to have to watch myself because if I win it and double up with backlash, I mean, with a name like that, it's kind of scary to even hunt with a fellow like that. He might backlash and sneak up on you behind you and try to shoot you. No, I think it'd be hilarious. To go down there and hunt with backlash and all the guys.
Have you talked to Eric or Curtis lately?
They're down south, supposed to be down south at their dad's place, going through some stuff. That's
Okay.
what Curtis said this morning.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't seen nobody because I didn't get to do a live last week. I usually see one of them.
Yeah, they was in Hog Legs and doggone, who was it? Somebody else this morning. I think it was John Oilers. He was in there with them. Got to see Small Town. I thought he fell off the face of the earth, but he's doing okay. Just been busy. Still ain't never heard nothing from 2 old vets. I guess Mike Turner is having some problems with his. I think he said it was his knee or something. Or no, it was his back.
He's back. I've seen that on. I think that's on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's having a problem with his back.
And I'll tell you what, that's nothing to play with. I'll tell you. When we was on Roger's boat and Roger was hitting them wakes, man, it felt like it was going all the way up my spine, but we had to get there, Welcome in, Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. Yeah.
Yeah, if the chair was a little softer on me, I'd have been all right, but I was sitting right dead on the front floor, man.
Well, we got 2 problems. We're fat and old. That's the problem.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm fluffy and think I'm old.
We got 2 problems. We got the same problem, Ernie.
I know it. But if we was back several years back, just think. We could show these boys something.
Oh, yeah, 25 years ago, wheelchair or not, I tear up the world.
Uh-huh.
Now I bet you I could tear open a package of cookies.
Yeah, I'd show Daryl how to fish, you know.
I believe I could still show Daryl how to fish.
I think I probably could on a good day. I mean, Woody is the one that oversees all that. You know it, right?
That Daryl's a character, isn't he? Woo.
Yeah, I like Daryl. He's all
Yeah.
right. You hear that?
What was that?
That was a car went down the road. He's over 100 yards away from us right
I got
now.
the same problem, Ernie.
And he went down there getting it like that.
Them guys driving motorcycles by this apartment complex, and it sounded like a jet going by.
It's some old, probably some kind of foreign car. I don't know. I mean, you got, back when we was growing up, you had loud, but loud sounded good. You could hear the motor work. You could actually hear the power. Nowadays, they open them up like that. Sounds like the exhaust pipe is a tomato juice can, and they ain't going nowhere. Sound like a weed eater is about what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chainsaw out there sound better than that. Yeah, if you would have seen that video, she would have took a video of me out there with them bees that first time I put my first swarm up. You'd have probably died laughing, bud. They ate me up. I didn't have no bee suit on or nothing. I brought them down in front of my face, which I had to set them down, and they just went all over me.
Well, what in the world gave you that idea that was a good idea to do it like that?
Well, I thought they was all down in the box. When the boy smacked the limb, they fell down in the box. I thought they went on down in there. Yeah, that didn't happen. They tore me up, man. I
bet you got to move on in, didn't you?
Oh, there wasn't nothing wrong with me then. I was moving. I was looking for that garden hose, turn the water on. I was hosing my head down, my face, and everything. Because I knew that water would be cold, and they would either quit, die, or get killed by me smacking at them. It looked like I got shot in the face, but I got the $250 worth of bees, but they all left anyway, so it really didn't matter.
That's like my brother one time. He went to open up pipe deer feeder to fill it up. He didn't check it before he did. The doggone hornet's nest did it. And they got on him, boy. He took to running. He run 50 yards and his feet never hit the ground.
I opened mine up and there was a big old wasp nest down in there. And I kind of eased the lid back down on it. And I waited to winter and I went up there and knocked it over and pulled the pipes down the hill and rolled the rest of it down. And I said, well, I'll use it for something or other. So I modified me some PVC and stuck on the bottom of it, put the rest of the legs in there, but 3 of them, and set it up the chicken lock for the chickens to eat. But I go through more feed doing it that way than me walking out there feeding.
It's gonna be time to start getting ready to hunt for long, Ernie.
I know it. My deer blind looks like it's been through Vietnam. It's tore all to pieces. I'm working on a few things. Hopefully I can get it done. Might be a real nice deer blind this year if things go right. I know where there's like a 24-foot camper that's going to be gutted out, and I can back it around there and set it. I don't need nothing that big, but I could take and put some gardening tools in it. Put me a little ramp here and maybe put the riding mower up in it.
You ever thought about hunting back there with just an old, I know you like your bow, but you ever thought about hunting back there just with an old single shot 12 gauge?
I got 12 gauges and stuff. I don't do no good with the gun.
Really?
Yeah. Not shooting deer anyway. when I was a teenager, I shot at one about 3 times real quick. Dad swore it wasn't even me. I said, yeah, because I was using an 870 pump, the Wingmaster, and I didn't touch him. He wheeled and went down the hill. And when he went around the hill, I wouldn't want the deer after that. I just walked back to the truck. He had to look like Swiss cheese when they got done with him. The one I got last year, the head's still laying out there beside the garage. I want to get over to the thrift store and find me a pot, a little bit of bleach, and set it down in there and cook it.
Well, I killed a many a deer with a rifle over the years.
I like to find me a good little rifle to kill some of these coyotes around here.
I'm gonna tell you, you if you had you just a little old single shot 22 Magnum, you can't hardly beat it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a Magnum a long time ago and got rid of it. I shouldn't have
I
done
got
that.
one in there. I can't even shoot it anymore. I don't think. I had a brand new one in a bolt action Mossberg. Mossberg with an action trigger on it. I don't think I can even shoot it anymore.
Yeah.
I just ain't able to get in the position to do it anymore. I'm just.
I'll tell you what, if I ever find another Magnum, I'm gonna buy it. If I got the money, I kind of like that. That was a nice little gun. But when you need money, young and need money, you do things that you really
Yeah.
don't do. You gotta pay bills, right?
Yeah. I don't even think I can shoot a rifle anymore, but I can sure run that handgun. I'm fixing to tell you.
Yeah, you could feed at that, couldn't you? I got a 357. That's why I don't make Chrissy too mad, because she come out there and she goes, "You ain't getting rid of that gun, are you?" Well, no, I figured I'd hang on to it a while. She busted an apple at 50 yards with it and never shot the gun before in her life. What's up, Karma? Appreciate you coming in. This year I'm gonna try to be ready for deer. I got some multiple roses out there. I'm gonna cut down and find some arrows. I lost 4 out there playing around.
Well, I gotta tell you, I just love watching you hunt. That's something I really can't. Well, one, I ain't got a place to do it anymore, and two, I'm just not really. Oh, I could probably handgun hunt. That deer you shot last year, I could kill that deer with a handgun, no problem.
Oh, all of them that's there you could have got with a handgun, bud.
I love to watch you hunt. I look forward to it every time you're gonna be in the blind.
Well, buddy, I'll tell you what. You had a way here, we'd put you out there, and we'd get you one. That is a promise. You get up here, we will get you out there, and you can get you one. I didn't see nothing. I won't tell them you put peanut butter between your toes and stick them out the window and get them deer to come up. I seen somebody, a video or something, or a picture, somebody nailed a peanut butter jar to a tree. They said they like peanut butter. Price of peanut butter ain't wasting on no deer. I mean, I've got apple trees here. I put corn out. They don't even bother the apples.
Nah, they'll eat them. They gonna eat them acorns before they eat anything.
Yep, that's the first
Yeah,
thing they do.
they gonna eat them acorns first.
Then they turn around. They'll come out.
Yeah,
They'll hit the cornfields.
that's right.
Then they'll start on a few apples here and there, but they won't burn the apples up if there's corn around. But now they will tear a peach tree up though.
If you have a feeder out there, where there's a bunch of acres, they won't eat that corn. They'll eat them acorns first.
Yep. Yeah, they usually bust them acorns first thing, and then they'll come down, like I said, off the hill. If there's corn out there, they're gonna come to it too and get a little bite and go on and get something to drink.
Them acorns don't make every day though. I mean every year though. You know, sometimes it's a bad year they don't make. And that's when that feeder really helps when you ain't got when
Yep.
them aprons is not on the ground.
I never thought, but we got hazelnuts down here. They don't get real big, and when they come on, man, I want to get me some of them. I've been blaming it on ground squirrels, but I never thought maybe that going deer's eating it.
They eat them. Yeah, they eat them first.
Yeah, they will eat pears. That's why I got two out back. They wasn't real big, but they was decent looking little pears last year. This year they should be real good. Should have at least more than 10 on it. I got two peach trees out back, two pears, and two apple on the hill. Out front, I got probably about five apple trees, two Granny Smith, and the other ones I really don't know what they are, but they're really good apples.
Well, you know, where I used to hunt when I was, you know, 20s, in my 20s and 30s, uh, it was a lot of deer out there, and uh, a lot of people have bought land out there and moved in, but bought land to hunt, and they really hunted it down. Uh, it's really not as good as hunting as it was then. Of course, we sold the place, but the deer hunting really went down. I mean, good Lord, it wasn't nothing to go out there and see 8 or 10 deer out there mingling around in the field of the evening. You know, uh, it was overrun with them, really. You pretty much had your choice of what you wanted to shoot. And of course, everybody, you know, bought places out there, and they bought the land up, and you started hunting a lot. Everybody's hunting, and it really thinned them out.
Yeah.
They let them kill too many, in my opinion. Uh,
Yeah, I had some LED lights go bad. I want to take them right there and make something out of it.
you gonna
Look
make
like a
one out?
couple eyeballs, don't it?
You gonna do what now?
I'm gonna make something out of them. They look like eyeballs. Might put me some lights in them and set them out there with a like a scarecrow thing and just mess with the grandkids. Especially if I get.
I just learned that me and you's got another problem in common, Ernie. We got too much time on our hands.
I ain't got too much time. It's just sitting around thinking.
Yeah.
Lord, look at there.
Oh,
That
Lord,
woman right there, no reason she can't catch fish is because she's eating all the bait.
there's trouble right there. I'm fixing to tell you.
I know it.
That's my buddy, though.
Can you imagine? I'm gonna get me a game call, one of them electronic ones. I'd set something up out there around the chicken house in it and have them light up and get the grandkids to walk out through there and get that panther screaming on that. Lord, son, I'd like to see what they do. What's up, off the hook? Appreciate you coming in, buddy.
You know why she's in here, don't you?
Oh, why is that? Mess with you?
She won't see me in my moo-moo.
Yeah. She's wanting me to
That's
go
what
put
it
mine
is.
on too.
She
No,
hadn't got to
hold
see.
on.
She hadn't got to see me in my moo-moo in a week. She won't see me in my moo-moo.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's probably why she couldn't catch no fish the other day. She was worried about you.
Uh-huh.
Ain't a whole lot going on off the hook. Just kick back and resting a little bit.
I'm just proud to be out of the bed. I ain't mobile, but I'm proud to be out of the bed. I got to tell you.
I hear you. Yeah,
Joe had He sure has been hard on my wife, so I gotta tell you.
If I lay back here too much, it hurts me too. I got a CPAP the other day. It's got some kind of like a mask thing right here, but there's nothing in front. It's just like a seal, and it's shaped kind of like a triangle in a way.
Really?
And I don't know how they use it. I really don't. I don't know if they focus on that or not.
Yeah, I tried one of them, Ernie. That doggone thing. I had one like it. It rid the bridge of my nose so bad I couldn't wear it.
Yeah, yeah. I got two of those, and I don't use that. I mean, if I knew somebody that could use it, I'd give it to them. You know. I may do a boat making live a little later. I've been busy the last few weeks, so I may go live tonight. Well, brother, I hope you do. I appreciate you. Yeah, I get things called up around here off the hook. Oh, bait making. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I get called up around here. I'll get started on my boat. I pretty much got everything. I bought a nice Delta, I think it is, toolbox plastic when I'm going to build it up off the floor a little bit so
Huh.
it'll drain and use it for storage.
What kind of bait you gonna make? Off the hook?
He makes some nice looking soft baits. I got some. I'll tell you what, they got the smell on them, Troy.
Really?
He puts so much stuff on it that the post office bagged up the envelope he sent me. They thought it had a bad leak in it or something. It's just where it come off them lures.
Really?
Yeah, he does a good job on them. I like him double tails, man. Them's real good for walleye and saugers. Oh, somebody getting on you. You're welcome, off the hook. I just have to tell the truth, brother. Maybe one day I can get into doing what you're doing, you know, because I got a sponsor, but we had to cancel our luncheon because he had more important things to do, and I understand because what he needed to do may benefit me in the long run down the line. I mean, I'm not really ready to be sponsored just yet because my boat's down, but you know, when I do get it done, he's there. I'm
Off
riding.
the hook. Off the hook. You just picked up a new subscriber. I didn't know he made lures.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm interested in that. Showing up.
He does a breakdown on how to make them and all
I, I just subscribed to him.
that. Yeah, if I can, I was going to try to get some lead and stuff, make some sinkers and get some soft plastics made up, but I can't do nothing right now. Maybe here, soon as soon as things go right, we're going to be rolling the stuff. Let Chrissy practice up on it and get real good at it. We'll have hats and shirts and stuff like that. Mugs. Hey, Mug Man, welcome in.
I think I am sub to you, Miss Kennedy. What you talking about?
Huh. You gotta lure him in, Missy. You gotta show him some shrimp, bologna, the good stuff.
I think I'm subscribed to her. She just being funny.
Uh-huh.
She's trying to be funny.
Good to see you too, buddy.
Let me go look and see while I'm sitting right here in front of the TV.
Oh my God. Look who's in here. Trouble just showed up again. I'll tell you what.
Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something about this guy here that just come in here. This Alvin Lewis fella. Alvin Lewis offered to start a fundraiser to get my wheelchair fixed, but he wanted 20%.
Yeah.
Now,
better be lucky it wasn't 40.
what kind of guy wants 20% off of somebody else's heartache? Lord. I don't know why it's doing that.
I'll tell you what, Bud Man, if you was up here closer, we'd just go run somewhere and get you some bluegill. I mean, I make it to the truck. I can roll out of it. I'd be right there on the bank. Oh, he'd even try to sell tacos off of that too. Alvin and her work together.
That don't surprise me none. That does not surprise me in the least that her and Alvin Lewis is working together. Now, what I don't understand is there's Missy's channel, but on the TV it don't show her videos.
Huh.
That's odd.
Maybe it's you got to be a fan to get in there.
Maybe I have to be a VIP.
Yeah.
Their videos there's your channel, but the videos don't show up.
I heard that, buddy.
Yeah, he sent me a message talking about he wanted 20%. I thought that's scavenger.
He's probably selling your video games. Videos, you know?
You gotta watch Alvin. He's Alvin kind of shady.
Yeah. That's what she said too.
He's gonna put his lizards to work, make the money to fix the wheelchair, but he's gonna keep 20% of the profits.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There was something other up here I seen at the Pilot. Yeah. They got a thing where you walk your dog up there. It wasn't Pilot, it was Love's truck stop.
No videos, crackhead, duh. Well, why would you want me to subscribe to a channel you ain't got no content on? You got to put some videos up there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to heck you. I'm going to heck you. If you go and get you a Gmail email address where you got Google Drive Cloud and you'll make a video and send it to me, I will chop the footage up and make you a video and send it back to you and post it so you can post it on your channel. Now you have no reason not to make content.
Oh.
Go make you a video and email it to me, and I will edit it and make you a nice video for your channel. Just because you're my buddy.
I hope you do, bud.
We need to get you some videos on there, Missy, all them fish you catch. Because she catches, I see the pictures that she sends me of her catching. She wearing them proud out.
She wants you to explain to her that again.
All you have to do if you have a Gmail email, is you just put the video on your Google Drive. You get a Google Drive when you sign up for Gmail, and you give me access to the video, and I'll go download it on my computer, and then I will make a video of it, and I will reload it back onto my Google Drive and give you access to that video, and you can download it and put it on YouTube. And if you make the video, and you got my phone number. I'll talk to you on the phone. We'll get it worked out. We'll figure out how to get it. I'll edit the video. I'll edit the video and make you a video. Take the footage and make you a video out of it.
I need to get me a Gmail too for what's coming up. Buck, here's my email address. I guess you was the last one that didn't send email. I don't know.
It's not complicated.
I'm still waiting on one person to email me their address. I don't know if it was him or not. It does sound complicated, but it probably isn't. Hello, mechanic.
I get you on the phone. I can walk you through it. I get you, if you got a computer, as far as that goes, if you got a computer, Missy, you get you a free video editing program called OpenShot, and I'll teach you how. I'll get on the phone with you, or get on a private live with you sometime, and I'll teach you how to edit your own doggone video.
That's right.
Or send you some YouTube videos on to show you how to do it. Not hard. I had to learn. I learned everything from scratch.
Hey, Troy, you reckon old mechanic will let us hang around in the kitchen when they fry mushrooms again?
I don't know. Alvin Lewis. Look at Alvin. Plus my 25%. Good Lord, it went up from 20 to 25%. That Alvin Lewis, you must have a pink suit because you're a shotter. You see, now he's wanting 25%.
You see old mechanic?
What'd he say?
She in there on her phone with her uncle there, old mechanic.
Oh.
Sounds like a deal.
They can make some videos of you making those good jigs you make.
Yeah, really.
Those jig videos. Especially the fact that the way you do your supplies and things. Everybody's looking for a way to make good jigs for a good price.
Yeah, Chrissy wanted some, and she laid them on the table, man. I had the fan blowing. I was sitting in here, had the fan blowing through the house, and it kind of doubles back. I was like, man, what's that smell? She didn't know what it was. I walked around, I sniffed and smelled. I found what it was. It was them jigs. They smelled like KB bologna. I was scared to get close to them. I was afraid, things might happen. You know how Loretta Lynn said.
Cost of living went up.
You get the point, I'm sure. I love picking on her.
I'm sure that Alvin said cost of living went up. I'm sure a lot of the problem is because it used to not be that way about these wheelchairs. They're having a hard time finding people to work.
That's what it is, buddy.
I guarantee you it is.
It really is. I mean, It's hard to find anybody to weed eat around here, man. What these young kids nowadays a joke. I'm telling you, what we did growing up, they won't even open their eyes in the morning to make money unless it's $100 or so for 4 or 5 hours.
Well, Ernie, they're not raised. They're not raised made to do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's give to them. It ain't like when we was kids. We had to if we wanted something another. You know, our parents.
Yeah,
Uh, they make you work. I mean, even me. My dad had things that set aside that he wanted me to do the chore wise, just like my brother that he knew I could do.
yeah,
I mean, for instance, when I was a kid, the garage needed to be swept out. He knew I could push that broom. Guess who had to do that? You know, uh,
yeah,
these kids aren't raised today with any responsibility or any chores. They think everything's supposed to be give to them.
yeah, exactly.
Well, if
It
you raise them
costs
like that, they're gonna grow up like that. Then they're gonna teach their kids to be like that. Now we got a bunch of kids that don't want to do anything.
one Ranger. I'll have to check that out. uh, yeah, I gotta get. I think I gotta get with Buck here and find out what code it is to put in Fire Stick one day. I get a little time. Might do it tomorrow if he ain't busy, and I got some batteries charged up.
He said he talks funny like I do. What you trying to say? How do I talk funny?
Yeah,
He tried to make fun of my country accents. What he's doing.
yeah. I worked over here at the sawmill for $8.50 an hour, and I had CDLs in my pocket. I was waiting on applications to go through to be able to get an interview and all that. 40 sheets of MDF. Each sheet weighed 100 pounds. Take that off a box truck and try to put it in the house after you cross the mud. You have to take your shoes off to go in the house. Yeah, it was a lovely day. I mean, these kids nowadays wouldn't even know how to begin to do that.
Nah.
And when
You
I got
start
that
telling them they got to
thousand,
do something like that, they'll cry.
yeah, I got that $1,000 a week job. That's what I cleared because I sold produce on the side. I bought and resold, and I sold it so cheap for the same thing you buy at Walmart and all these other stores that everything I made during the week went to bank. What I sold paid for my gas, my eats, and all that. And I thought I was living high on the hog, man. I mean, that was great to me. And the only thing I done was run to West Virginia and back every day. And the way my schedule was, I could take my vacation and get 5 weeks off every year.
Look what Missy wrote. Should have used that broom on that head, Troy. He's not gonna hit me in the head with that broom. He's afraid he'd mess up my magnificent brain.
Oh no, exactly. Okay, Buck. Yeah. Well, you see, they still got hair on mine. I mean, he had to cover it up some way, and well, he blessed me right here with a lot of it until I went in the emergency room and went upstairs to the second floor. I asked that lady what she was doing. She goes, "We got to shave you." I said, "You ain't cutting my toupee, are you? I'm saving that for hard times." She looked at me real funny and started laughing. It took her a minute to catch on what I was talking about. By the time they got done, it looked like crop circles, and then it turned into look like I was a dog with mange. She flipped out on that. All the girls up here loved it. They didn't know how to take me. Mr. J Dog, I was wondering about you. I was going to call you in a little bit. Good to see you.
He want me to do a burnout. He says I'm on the wrong channel.
Just, But Troy can do a burnout, J Dog. As soon as he gets his other chair back.
Yeah, hopefully it ain't gonna be too much longer, but I may go live Tuesday if I depends on how long I can sit in this chair. Right now I'm doing pretty good. I feel pretty good. I've been in it probably how long have I been in it, Mama? About
That's
5 hours,
good.
probably.
As
About
long as
five,
you feel,
5 hours. Yeah, it's not too bad.
as long as you feel good, Bobby, that's all that matters.
Yeah, let's see how I feel.
Yeah, we miss you, man, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to get things done so I can watch you. Just some days I'm out in town, I can't do nothing.
Well,
It's a
say
funny
like I
thing.
said, laying that bed's hard on me, Ernie. It really is. It's
You tell me why my phone won't work in the dead middle. As soon as I get into Chillicothe, I can message, but I cannot watch a video. I cannot go
well,
live.
you ain't getting enough service.
But the place I got the phone from was right there. That's what I don't get. Everything works for them there. I don't know why. Maybe Wi-Fi, but I it worked good for a few trips, and then it started acting all doofy. So I don't know what happened. I'm gonna take it into my buddy over there down the road from where I bought the phone. He's a vet. Him and his wife, they work on phones and stuff now since they got out of the military. Great people. I prefer to do business with them to help them out than I would this everyday Joe over here trying to take my money. Troy, I'll go to Walmart and get a shopping cart to push you around for a small fee, of course.
What I look like a roast?
You're going to feel real funny, Alvin, when he pulls
I
out
said
that.
that on Alvin Lewis. You wait till I see Alvin. I hope I get to meet Alvin Lewis. I'm gonna run over his doggone toe.
He's going to feel real funny when you pull out your handgun and start shooting
Oh
them
my
turkeys
Lord.
and hams there at Walmart.
Oh my goodness, for a
You'll
fee.
definitely forget about that fee.
Notice the last word of any sentence with Alvin's always fee, price, or money.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Lucky you ain't trying to sell you some reloading supplies for your gun.
I'd like to see you try to put me in a shopping cart, fat as I am.
Alvin's probably a little old bitty feller, smaller than J Dog. Now J Dog, he'll rig up something to get you in that cart.
Alvin Lewis will tell you he's 17 years old too. I said, yeah, you need to add 50 years on the back of that, and you'd be just about right.
Uh-oh.
She gonna turn it off.
It ain't gonna be long. It's coming up. There's Mama. Hi, Mama. Keep him in line.
I don't know.
That's how you make money, Troy. Sell everything. Smaller than J Dog, 5'10", 180.
So I might try to show up at your doorstep.
Try to
Bring a
sell.
3-inch bolt, Alvin Lewis. That's what I need.
Yeah.
I don't know how come that bolt to break. That was odd that bolt broke where it did. It really shouldn't have done that. That bolt had to be wearing out all along.
Yeah.
It must have been getting a little weaker. But
Mr. 205.
the way that thing broke, when it broke, it shot out there and hit that bedroom door. Sound like a 22 rifle going off.
Wow. That sounds like soft metal, man.
Well,
they kind of made the case hardened around it, and the inside was softer.
My wife says it's weight. It's always the weight. I'm too fat, she said.
Yeah. Welcome in, Westers. 205, little brother.
I got news for her. I'm fixing to eat them Twinkies tonight. And ain't gonna help that weight none. Oh, you get there, Bugs. Just do what you can do, Bug Man. That's all you can do. You'll get there eventually.
That's like me, Bug. I move a little at a time.
It's all you can do. It's all you can do.
That's
It's
right.
a hard lesson to learn, though, ain't it, Ernie?
Oh yeah. When you what really sucks is, like you said, you can't pay for help.
That's right.
I mean, I don't have much, but shoot, man, where you gonna go work for $10 an hour and be fed? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hurry no more either. I can't. My leg won't let me.
Well, you should see now that wheelchair that I bought come pretty much assembled. But you should have seen me and my wife trying to get the few parts that had to go, and it was a chore. Yesterday, it wore her out trying to get that thing going and get me in it. It was a mess.
Yeah.
I want to get me a new computer desk and stuff, but I'm gonna have to hire somebody to do that.
Sure, if I was closer, buddy, I'd make you one. I'd burn it. I'd sand it down and burn it, and then polyurethane it real good for you.
Well, you order that stuff, and it's great. You order it, they have it sent to you, and you get it, and you got to put the doggone thing together, and that's the chore of it, is putting it together.
There's one right in that room right there. It was bought for Chrissy, a shelf or something. I don't know what it is. Man, that thing, I put that on a truck, I bet that truck would squat. And it's only 2 boxes. I can't hardly move it.
When I buy that thing, I'm gonna buy that thing from somewhere. They'll come and do it, because she has a hard time, working on it, and then, and I'm trying to help her, and I have a habit of, when I'm trying to explain something to her, I explain it in a manner that I think she ought to understand. And it's like the wheelchair, because I've been messing with wheelchairs 50 years, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" So she's about ready to kill me after it's over with.
Yep. Yeah, I got 2 lawns to mow up there. I'll get to it when I can. Somebody sent a text message saying you're going to need a brush hog pretty soon. Well, you know what? I don't really care. You want it mowed? Go feel free to mow it, Or to go up there with a weed eater and just cut a couple little small crop circles and put it back up in the truck and say, "Oh,
she says, that's good. The problem. You try to help her." Shut up, Missy. I don't need no help out of you. I'll stay in enough trouble with that woman anyway. Oh, Lord.
That's all right. She still loves you in the end.
Oh, yeah. She ain't killed me yet, so. She says, "I'm great with coming up with good ideas, but I'm not great at giving directions."
Yeah.
I'm not one of your cops. She says she's not one of my cops. She says, "I'm too used to giving orders."
Played the game too long, ain't you?
She's talking about when I worked for the police department. Because I was a captain, and I was sitting around the desk all the time at the office giving orders, and she says, "You're not a captain anymore. Shut up."
I never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd make a good captain sitting there at the desk.
I did make a good captain for 15 years. I used to work for the police.
And you know what? I think not Mike Chavez, but Tim Molina would make a good sheriff of a country town.
Oh Lord, could you imagine Tim being sheriff?
Yeah, he'd play a good part. And Mike Chavez, I'd say he'd either be a deputy or work the saloon.
You be quiet too, Buck Williams. I don't. Nobody pulled your string. You said you hadn't found the right friend yet. Somebody with a lot of land and a backhoe.
It's funny he mentioned that because I was looking over here about renting a backhoe and loader. I know where a loader is, but daggone, I'm scared to get on it and try to operate it with starters out of it or something. But it runs good. I don't know the first thing about those. You put me on one of these rent ones, it ain't no problem to run them.
Alvin said he let his grass die. That way he ain't got to work with it.
I thought about that too, taking 13-gallon up there and spraying both lots and put a sign on there that says, "How you like the Mojave Desert?" Don't have to worry about mowing it none for a while. I sprayed around the porch, man. It looked like somebody went through there with a torch. It's just all brown.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about that around here. Living in an apartment. That's why we don't really have a house, because I can't work on it.
Well,
And
you know Alvin Lewis to come and help you.
Alvin
For a
Lewis.
fee, of course.
I can't work on the house. She can't work on the house. And if I'm trying to give instructions to help her work on the house, all that does is turn into a fight. So we're going to live in an apartment.
He forgot. Texas has a lot of desert. She just needs a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You ain't right, Buck.
They mow the grass and they fix everything. So
Yeah, I bought one of them yard torches, but I use it for burning wood with. And it works out pretty good. That handheld torch don't, man, you're forever doing it. I actually thought about doing a boat floor like that, but I got to thinking down the road, man, if it rains and you're out there, that polyurethane's going to get slick. I mean, I could probably mix a little bit of sand, sprinkle sand on it, and it would look good. But I think I'll just stick with the carpet. Miss, you going to drown some bait.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that tomorrow, but I got a little bit to do here. Chrissy's got church tomorrow, so I ain't doing nothing. After I'm done, I'm done. But I ain't going to be done till tomorrow evening, probably. Might drop a few trees tomorrow down there and get it away from the chicken lot so I can get these birds off the porch and get them down there. Well, start working on that weed patch. A couple of big old turkeys would do the job too. I hear the frogs out there hollering already. It ain't even dark yet. You know, John caught some pretty decent fish today.
Who's that?
Old John, old John Oiler.
Yeah,
He done pretty good today. He broke his PB twice.
really.
I bet they said they probably somebody said something about almost 400 pounds of fish
Golly.
since 3 a.m. He even went and put gummy worms on there, bud, and was trying that.
And fish starving to death.
I mean, it was worth a try, but they need to be a little more flavorful. Some way to release some scent, but I don't know. I'll probably go in here in a few minutes and scoop me out some of them beans and see how good they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my wife here in a few minutes about getting near that stove.
Yeah,
See
he
if I,
was live till 5.
see if I can coach her into that kitchen. My
So
belly's starting
you
to
go in there
growl.
and say, "Here you go. You can cook tonight, Daddy."
Who, me?
Uh huh.
I can't even roll across the room to scratch my own butt right now, much less cook anything.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say you won't cook. You pick the phone up and
If I'm gonna cook, that's what it's gonna be. She tells me I'm gonna cook tonight. I'm gonna say, yeah, go in there and get your credit card, bring it in there. What you want? I'll fix it right up for
that's right.
you.
You want some shrimp, pizza, burgers? What do you want?
You know, we've been eating out the last couple of nights because I'm kind of down, and it's a lot of work on her, and she's been a real trooper.
Oh yeah,
I got a good woman, and we both get wore out on eating out.
yeah.
It's all right to eat out now and then, but eat. I don't see how people eat out every night. There's people that eat out every night. Lord have mercy, that would get on my nerves. Eat
I
out.
can't do it. Only way I could come close to it is if it was shrimp and a piece of fish or something like that, and okra. I love my okra.
Oh, I love fried okra. I eat that stuff all the time.
All right, but no, I try to make up enough beans in the wintertime. It helps heat the house by cooking it. And summertime, I can bring them out of the freezer, and then you don't have to cook 6 hours on the stove.
Old Buck's on a roll today.
Yeah, he is. I'm glad Gray ain't in here. If Gray was in here, he'd be on the bandwagon with him. Now, 205, you come around here, you get all kinds of different cooking. We make taco meat, end up putting it on top of salads, hot dogs. I mean, you never know what might be made here. Take deer neck, make burritos out of it with some, what is that, fajita mix with some peppers and onions in it. Oh, yeah. Well, Alvin's at it.
I'm gonna pay him to make a bologna sandwich. Alvin Lewis, you didn't get my phone number, so you call me. I can give you an answer on that. I can't give you an answer like I'd like to on this live.
He's going to tell you what you can do with that roll of bologna.
Yeah, I sure am.
And it won't have no cover on it either.
I'm gonna tell him in a way he can understand too. A doggone bologna sandwich. That's just like these workers today. You pay me, I'll make you a bologna sandwich. If I'm gonna be paying for a cook, I'm sure gonna eat better than bologna.
That's right. Hey, I know. I got some Amish paste tomatoes out there, and I got some big boys that's going in. Hopefully this week coming. We're probably with all the tomatoes and stuff. We're trying to get my daughter-in-law some canned up, so that way she'd be set for a little while. We was going to do green beans, but I don't know if I can manage all of it or not. Depends on how things go.
You get all that? Did you get all that house situation taken care of?
No, got some
Still
problems.
working on it.
Yeah, got some problems
Yeah.
flared up that it's not looking good.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I had that 360 steering wheel.
Yeah.
I bought a power pack for it. It works.
So you using that to drive the truck?
No, I'm using just the Xbox controller. It won't hook up to my computer because it's a phone cord. It's not USB cord.
So what do you use the wheel for?
Oh, my 360 I got back here.
Oh, the 360. Okay.
Yeah, I got an old 360 back here, and I
Okay.
got steering wheel and stuff, and it didn't have a power cord, so I took a chance on it.
Is it easier to drive?
Well, from what I tried on NASCAR, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I mean, I could do good with the controller, but the steering wheel, it's a little different. If my grandson brings his steering wheel up, I'll hook it up on the computer and see how well it works. He played it one night here. I'll let him take a run down the road. He said, "This is hard." I said, "No, it ain't. You just gotta get used to it."
Mm-hmm.
He ran into a cop, but hey, it happens. Got 11 wonderful people in here. That's pretty good. Better than this morning. I thought I'd have more people than that this morning, being on between 4 and 5. So I shut her down early. I had things I had to get started on anyway. I had to get some breakfast fried up, get ready to go outside.
How's the weather up there, Ernie?
It was supposed to rain all day, and the last 2 hours, the sun's been shining a little bit, but that can change in a snap of a finger. It could come over the hill and be a downpour. Y'all ruined Coach. I have not seen him since you showed him the semi stuff.
Well, I think Coach been working on his garden.
Yeah, I would say between that and maybe sneaking out fishing a little bit.
I talked to him on the phone, and he's working on his garden. I think him and his wife took a trip, and then he's been trying to work on his garden. And he's got into eating all these vegetables and things. He's probably got a monstrosity garden going over there, knowing Steve.
I just wonder how he's doing. I mean, I ain't seen him either. I like him. He's comical.
Yeah, he's doing all right. They took a trip, and he's working on his and trying to get a garden in and get it going, and he'll be back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to try to knock that box out on the car trailer in the morning.
It's Troy's fault.
Hey, Robert, welcome in. Coal Creek, welcome in.
Everybody's asking about him last couple of weeks ago, and I called him on the phone. I said, "Hey, you need to make an appearance, and people's gonna start sending flowers."
Hey, 205. If you have problems with weeds, just pack on some straw or if you can handle it, hay around your plants about a foot deep. Put it all around them, your walkways and everything, and it should reduce the weed population in your garden. You won't have to weed it so much and soak it down. The first time you put it down, soak it, and you won't have to water as much. Welcome in, Mr. Uncle Jeep. I done that one year, man. 98-degree temperatures 3 days straight, and it was still moist underneath. I was kind of hoping some night crawlers would come up here and kind of lay around there, but that didn't happen either. And I can't use hay because Chrissy's allergic to it. It messes her sinuses up. So I have to use straw if I use anything. I was using CRP, which is where they go out and cut the fills and bell it up. It works real good, 205. It's like walking on carpet, buddy, when you're out there. Now, cardboard, it'll work too. Yeah. Never thought about that, but you also chop that up, man. You should have some nice night crawlers. Newspaper, which I don't think they make them anymore. Used to be real good. But only bad thing here, if you lay cardboard down, you better soak it and walk on it so snakes don't get under it. I get too many tomatoes out there. Troy would be seeing me out there with a salt shaker in one hand and a big old red tomato in the other. About 2 hours later, you see me laying on the ground.
That's the way I like them, salted.
I'm going to can up some green tomatoes this year for sure.
I eat too much salt. My wife always gets on me all the time. I eat too much. She says I use salt shaker too much. And when we first got together, she's on me about eating salt all the time. And I finally told her one day, we get ready to eat dinner, and I wanted some salt or something. I put salt on it. I'm like, yeah, I want some more salt. And she's like, you don't need any more salt. I'm like, woman, don't make me buy a salt shaker and hide it in this house from you.
Let's hope not, Uncle Jeep. I can't stand a snake. I kill everyone I see. Yeah, it's awful, man. You start to feel like a druggie then, don't you?
That's what I found out from the doctor. I had high cholesterol, and he started telling me all this stuff. Of course, I'd known him for years. He's my doctor, but we's friends, and he started telling me all these things I needed to do and what I didn't need to eat, how I needed to start eating. And I let him ramble on for about 2 or 3 minutes. I looked at him. I said, Charles, I said, what kind of clothes do I have on? He said, well, you're your police uniform. I said, that's right. Do you realize that there's times that I barely even get to run a hamburger down my neck? The moral of the story is you better write me a pill because I ain't going to have time to eat like you want me to eat.
Wow.
There's times I barely got to even eat, much less take a bunch of rabbit food to work.
Yeah, exactly. That's why where I pitch beans and stuff, man, you eat a bowl of them at lunch or eat something with them in the breakfast area. I mean, they last a while. Biscuits and gravy will last till afternoon. And then you eat a little dinner and you're good to go.
Well, sometimes you just have to manage things.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to ever be thin because I'm in a wheelchair. Everything I eat goes to my tailbone.
That's right.
I'm just trying to keep living, and keep ahead of the game. That's it. I'm never going to be skinny, so.
Multiple snakes issue on property. Yeah, we was out there moving some wood, and we seen a little ringneck out there, but that's normal around here. I try to keep this field cut back just a little bit where I can run a mower out there or something. They got a 3-foot rattlesnake out there one year, and they try to tell me they're harmless. They're not aggressive. They won't eat chickens or anything like that. I said, "Well, you're stupid." Yeah, he's out there in a pair of muck boots and shorts. Him and his wife.
Yeah.
Where does ODNR find these people?
Well, you know, Ernie, I have the same feeling sometimes. Sometimes you just can't resist from calling somebody stupid.
I mean, he was tracking this snake because they had a tracker in it. ODNR showed up. You mind if they get on the property or get this animal?
They're protected.
No, I don't care. What is a rattlesnake? He kind of looked at me like I knew what I was really know more about it than what he did. He said, "Yeah." I said, "I don't care." They went around the house, come right out here where the kids was at playing. It was only probably 3 foot over. There was a couple sheets of plywood laying on top of brush. I was going to burn, but it didn't rain, so I wasn't going to set it on fire in the field. And they flipped that over, and there it laid. And it struck at him 3 or 4 times, and he's out there telling me, "Oh, they're not aggressive." But when they left, he said, "If you see any more, give us a call. Just remember, they're protected." I said, "You see all these kids out here running around? They're protected too, buddy. That's just the way it is. I don't care to go to court."
You know, I got to tell this. When our wheelchair broke, I called over and they put me on the phone with a lady that's a remote tech. And I took a picture of what was broke, and give it to her. Showed it to her on a computer. And she ordered some parts and stuff that was obviously that was broke. So when I called over here to talk to the lady that's supposed to send the technician out to the house to look at the chair, she says, "Well, the remote tech has already ordered your parts." And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I understand that." I said, "But how are we sure that nothing else is broken and more parts aren't needed?" And she's like, "Oh, well," she said, "the remote tech already ordered the parts." She said, "She knows what's broke." And I said, "She knows what's broke by the picture I sent her, but she don't know what else may be broke." "Oh, yeah, she's trained." And I said, "Lady, so what you're telling me is that woman's got x-ray vision and she can see through the black box on the back of that chair." And she kind of sat there and it irritated her. And she's like, "Well, they're trained." I said, "She don't have x-ray vision. Send a tech." So I made her send a tech. Because there may be something else broke. Generally when something breaks, it's not supposed to break. There's a reason why it broke. And usually it's something else broke first.
Exactly. And there's also, if it broke, it could have damaged something else.
Thank you.
It's like a cat getting up inside your fan blade.
Thank you.
When it gets done, something else is going to be broke too.
But that's the answer I got. She's trained. Did they train her how to have x-ray vision? Because I don't know how in the world she can see through that black box on the back of that chair.
Dude.
That's what I've been dealing with.
Oh, I get tired of it. I tell them how it is. It's just like up there, they wanted me to leave a lockbox there. I said, "Look around. Does it look like it's safe to put a lockbox here?" "Oh, yeah, they can't get in." Bull. You can get in there. And I told the guy no to start with on the phone. Then his contractor tried to get me to do it. "No, I'll drive up there. I don't care if it is an hour." And he went to his truck and got one that day and come back. I said, "I told you no, buddy." I said, "You know what? I'll call him and tell him if I have to do this, then I don't need to sell the place. Problem solved." And I told him on the phone the other day about it. And she apologized and all that. I said, well, he kind of made me mad. I told him I didn't really care where I sold it or not. I said, it's only an hour up there.
I just love, I just love when you ask somebody a question in this day and time, or give them an answer that they don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
How they repeat the same question or the same statement,
Yeah.
and they'll do it 2 or 3 times to you.
Yeah.
They just give you the same question or same, and you know what I've learned, if you do to them, when they do that to you, if you just say to them, "I didn't ask you that," then they'll get the message that you don't want to hear that again.
Yeah. Oh man.
I went up there when I broke my leg. I was laying up there, my leg is broke, and that old doctor come in there and said, "We're gonna put you a splint on, and you know, until you can go see the orthopedic surgeon." He said it'll help you. And I said, "Okay." And I said, "Is it gonna hurt?" "Oh, we're gonna give you some medicine." I asked him how bad it was gonna hurt, because he wanted to give me a shot, and I didn't want him to give me a shot because I had to drive that wheelchair up there. I mean, I had to get back home, rather. So I asked him, I said, "How bad's it going to hurt?" "Oh, we're going to give you some medicine, ain't no big deal." I asked him again, I said, "How bad's it going to hurt?" He's like, "We're going to give you some medicine." I said, I said, "Did you hear me? I didn't ask you that." And he's like, he looked at me and he's like, "Yeah, it's going to hurt." I said, "That's what I needed to know."
Exactly.
I want to be prepared for it.
I don't do well when I've been so much pain over the years that when I hurt, I hurt, is what that doctor said up here. He said, you've been this way for a long time. That's why you can hold your arms up like that so long that it don't bother you.
Oh, yeah.
And to go through an MRI with your hands above your head, he said that was an old Chinese torture that they used to do years and years ago. He said, you feel it in your chest. I said, I just barely felt a little bit, not major. He said, that's why you laid there as long as you did. You just been hurting so over the years so much it didn't phase you.
I like it when they ask me, "Do you have any pain?" every day.
Yeah.
And they look at you like, "Really?"
On a scale from 1 to 10, how you feel? I feel lovely.
I'm only a 7 today. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. It's usually between 4 and 5 and 6 with me.
I had a lady ask me one time, she looked at me, she said, "How do you deal with hurting every day?" I said, "Don't really have much choice."
Exactly. Between laying in bed, sitting up, not doing nothing, and taking medication, I still hurt, but that's how we deal with it.
But you just get up going, don't we, Ernie? Just get up going.
That's all you can
All
do.
we do.
When you get to where you're down, when you say, I'm done, you're really done.
Yep.
And there's a lot of times I holler, I'm done out there in the garage. I sit down. And I get up and do a little bit more and then sit back down and I just close up and come in the house. I said, that's it.
You know, and that's the thing to do. When you've done all you can do, you've just done all you can do.
That's right.
I'm gonna give it 100%. When I'm done, I'm done.
Yep. I don't even feel like cooking when I come in here some days.
Nah.
That's why I make so much of something, like them beans, they'll probably go in the refrigerator tonight. We'll eat some of them tomorrow, and then I freeze them. I'll make another kettle tomorrow. Freeze
and
those.
we eat out a lot. My wife works, all day long, and she's tired at night. She don't want. Last thing she wants to do is stand in there and cook. All the time, and she's a good cook.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's just like, I don't feel like cooking.
That's like Chrissy. I feel sorry for her. She beats on me all day long. I know she's tired.
Back at your problem is she's not beating you hard enough, or she needs to get a bigger stick.
She's got a shock collar. She takes it off the dog and slips it on me, I think.
She's not doing a very good job because she ain't got you straightened out yet.
She ain't got me house trained yet, but she said I want to see if this works after that Walmart deal. I got the Sportsman 70 series. The next one up is called the Trash Breaker. Alvin needs one of those. Huh? Yeah, you did it with that, but you also. Oh. She hit me about 9 with that other one, and it flipped off on the table. And this dog here, she act like it was a flea biting her.
I gotta hurry up and get off this stream before my wife starts getting ideas. She's back there listening. Y'all need to hush.
Oh, okay. Y'all got dogs too. Beware of a Walmart bag. It says training collar.
Well, like I told my brother one time, he said, I bet you give Colleen a fit. I said, yeah, but she loves me. I said, I don't have any concerns unless I see her walk in the room with a butcher knife or a big sack.
Come on. You want to get up there? Yeah, I'll give her a half of an antler. It was an 8-point, but I cut the prongs off, the points off of it, and give her the brow tine and the main beam. Give it to her. She almost got it chewed in two. She won't. Every day, bud, she's on it, wanting to play with it. That's the first one she ever had. You want to come up here and say Troy? Come on. Come on. Get up here and say hi to Troy. Come on. What? There's Troy. There's Troy.
My 2 dogs can't figure out why I'm in the bed so much.
Yeah, she'll lay over here on the couch when I put you on the TV. She lays there and watches TV.
Well, that's because I'm entertaining.
Does he entertain you? Huh? You like him watch a truck? Huh? You like him watch a truck? I'd go out there and open the truck door. I'll tell her to get up there. She'll get up right up in there. Even if we go to the vet. Them girls over there fell in love with her when she was a puppy. She's about 90-some pounds right now or more. They won't like her too well. They better get some muscles on them, huh? They go picking you up. She sneaks back here and checks on me when I go to bed. And Chrissy will leave the gate open, and she'll sneak back here and check on me, and then she'll come back in here and I'll tell her to go in there and lay down. Door's open, she's checking me, making sure I ain't watching or something. She knows not to go out. Dog watches Troy because she thinks he is a big ham bone.
A ham bone.
All right. Oh, thank you, Buck. I just thinking here, yeah, I got a ham already pre-sliced in the freezer. I just all that out. That'd be pretty good next week. Yeah. Come think of it, we got a ham in the freezer in there. I'd go awful good with some eggs in the morning. Robert, you can fix stupid. You just you bury it. That's all you can do. Or put it on an island by itself. Let them play with, what do they call that one snake? A step and a half. They're some bad little snakes. My back and stuff's starting to mess with me a little bit. I'm getting fidgety.
Yeah, I'm fixing to go. I'm gonna go get me a drink. See if I can't talk my wife into getting in the kitchen.
You better fix her a big drink if you're gonna do that.
I didn't say fix her one. I said fix me one.
Oh, that way you don't feel the pain that's coming.
That's exactly right. I'll see you. Thank you for letting me come up, Ernie.
Troy, you know you're welcome anytime, brother. If you
I
need me,
appreciate
call
it,
me.
brother. All right, chat. I'm gonna leave y'all with Ernie. You're in good hands. We'll see you.
Put ham, onions in with it. Oh, I done something, Buck. I put salt bacon in there. Pork, cooked them for about 5 hours. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. But I know what you're talking about. I had some white beans once that we put ham in there. Oh my God, that was good. But I can't make it like she did. Grandma had a way with it. But yeah, I'm going to end this out. I appreciate everybody that come in and everything. Might sneak in here tomorrow morning early, real early. See if we can, if I can get out of bed. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, Alvin's still looking for a job, by the way. Take care, all.